Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Minus the Rumors podcast. Today is Saturday, October 24th. How are you doing? I'm Ed from Zero Plays Games, and I've got Crimson Rose from Crimson Rose Games with me.
What's up? How are you guys doing? All right, let's go ahead and get this thing started. First things first, we've got Rock Band 4 getting Rock Band 3 song importing soon. So, as of December 8th, you're going to be able to import all your Rock Band 3 songs over to Rock Band 4, but with a catch. It will cost you $15 to and you must verify the purchase as well. So, once this update happens, you can import all your songs. Apparently, from what I can tell, that is 83 tracks you're able to switch over. And then as well, they looks like they're going to be dropping support on at least the PlayStation side for Rock Band 3.
Yes, Rock Band 3 is also going to be, removed? Yes, you said, right?
Yes.
Removed from the Xbox Live Marketplace. And that is interesting. So you can still play Rock Band 3 on an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3. You just can't
Yes.
get it anymore for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One.
For you won't be able to there won't be any support, so you won't be able to download anything.
Interesting.
I mean, you can still go buy the physical game at GameStop, but and play it. You just won't be able to download anything.
This game, Rock Band 4, offers backwards compatibility with most of their instruments that, currently exist, but not all of the instruments. So
Yeah, probably some of the oldest instruments.
right.
And
You're looking
the
at
Rock Band 4, yeah, also released on October 6th, so it hasn't been out too long.
you're looking at buying possibly new. I would imagine it's the drum kit that doesn't that
Possibly.
that doesn't support or isn't backwards compatible. But I don't know. I can see where people would go, this is a money grab. But at the same time, technology does get old. There comes a point where things take longer to repair, and sometimes new is the answer.
Yeah.
But how would you feel, Crimson? I don't know if you play Rock Band all that often.
Not lately. I mean, I played it when it was big, but
I've only played Rock Band a couple of times. I was always a Guitar Hero
yeah,
player,
same.
but I don't know if I would be down to play or to pay $15 to import all of my songs, and I would probably feel pretty miffed, honestly, if I was told that I needed to pay extra money on top of the songs that I purchased as downloadable content to be able to import them to a new
Yeah.
game and it's simply because my old game isn't supported anymore.
Well, you're paying for if you haven't bought it, you have to pay for the console, you have to pay for the game, you have to pay for the instrument separately. Then you got to pay to transfer all those all those songs from the previous game, and then buy any DLC that will be out for Rock Band 4, obviously. So they're getting their money.
Right, right. And Rock Band is made by Harmonix,
Yes,
and Guitar Hero was by Red Octane, right? I can't
I
remember. It's been so
believe. I'm not
long.
sure on Guitar Hero.
Verified purchases. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, woohoo for Rock Band 4. I played a little bit of it. I played the demo of it way before pre-release at PAX,
Yeah.
and it was great. It was great, but I don't know. Depending on the original purchase price of Rock Band 4 itself, maybe it's not worth it. I don't know how many songs come with the game.
I think it's going to depend on how good is the game and how much you like the previous songs. So,
Exactly. Like the Green Day DLC, for instance, and stuff like
yeah.
that. I mean, it was probably pretty good content. But you, I don't know, man. $15 to import your old games, or to
For old
import your old
songs.
songs.
It's a lot of songs though.
It is 83 of them. That is a
Yeah.
lot of songs.
Apparently, some of the classics from like DLCs won't be able to transfer due to licensing uh, issues.
Right. They were probably only licensed for the game Rock Band
Yeah.
3. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know.
So I,
I'll have to give it a shot and see what it's like.
so I hear GTA is getting an update.
Yep. GTA's got DLC as well. Um, the new GTA Lowrider update just came out October 20th. It's gorgeous. Lowrider update. Do you
No, no,
guys?
no, no, no. Low Rider
Yeah.
update.
Yeah. You
Gotta say it right.
gotta get your low lows on. Uh, October 20th, the DLC update came out. I just downloaded it last night. Comes across current gen consoles and PC. It was just over 1 gigabyte, and I was like, "What's going on with Grand Theft Auto 5 that is downloading a gigabyte?"
Yeah.
Because the game's already huge, and it brought the new car customization garage that you might remember from Grand Theft Auto. What was it? 4,
Not
3.
quite sure.
Benny's Car Works, Benny's Motor Works. It was the car customization shop for all the lowrider cars in the previous GTA games. From what I've seen, with the upscaled graphics that current gen console has and PC has for GTA 5, these cars are gorgeous, but they're
Yeah.
also extremely expensive to build. Benny's specializes in modifications for lowriders, mainly hydraulics, wheels, stereo systems, bobbleheads, vanity license plates, and custom levers and horns and beautiful things. Along with the car update though, there is new lowrider themed clothing, hair, tattoos, accessories. You can now get a remote for your personal vehicle to open your trunk remotely. Also, the
Nice.
doors or the hood to show off engine upgrades. That is something brand new to Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nice.
I mean, yes, you could always upgrade your car, but you couldn't show it. And now you can turn the engine lights and the radio on while standing outside your car.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, the update is also going to be coming with 8 new contact missions themed around Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Lamar is the first. Lamar is he's one of the main story mode
yeah.
side characters. He's
As well as looks like there's going to be new guns to
yes,
the ammunition
yes.
form of the rapid fire machine pistol and the brutal machete melee weapon. So
Mm-hmm. And you can also you get a new crew color unlocked,
yeah,
pearlescent paint jobs for your crew color, which is amazing. I think that leaves just metallics left to unlock for crew color, and hopefully Rockstar gives us that by January. And there's also 3 new player interactions. So instead of giving somebody the finger, you can use maybe the chicken or the chin brush. And no way.
nice.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the GTA update. If you've got Grand Theft Auto 5, get on downloading it if it hasn't done it already. It might be worth it
Nice.
just to fire up your console or kick open Steam just to download it because once again, it is a beefy update.
Yeah. Very, very nice.
Also, while you got Steam open, go over to the Greenlight page and take a look at the new game, One Life. What is One Life, you might ask? Well, it's a game where if you die, you can never play it again. It's the only game that is on Steam that probably takes its name to the truest sense of literally.
Yes.
how would you feel about a game, Crimson, that if you died you could never play it again?
Well, let's put it this way. Seeing how right now you can get this game, pre-ordered it for what was it, $9.99?
Correct.
For that much, for me, for someone who's not really good at first-person shooters or PvP and stuff like that, I'm not going to buy it personally. However, I think it's a phenomenal idea of a game. We've actually seen this before. However, the game has not released. Or the Future Light or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the fact that, I'm spending this money. Then if I die in the first 10 minutes, oh well, there goes my money. So,
Right. Right. Um,
and yeah,
the idea of this game is zombie outbreak. I mean, everything's we're in the decade of zombies.
yes.
You team up with other players and fight off infected zombies. But the real danger in the game is going to be the other players you team up with, or that choose not to team up with you, because they can loot your corpse, they can steal from you, and they can kill you. So why would you team up with somebody if you could just kill them and take their stuff? Well, that's not everybody's interested in that. I've played H1Z1, I've played DayZ, and it seemed like I was the only person in the lobby at the time that wasn't interested in killing every other living person in the game that could help us
Yeah.
possibly survive and thrive. But the game developer for One Life is saying not all the other players are going to be interested in looting corpses and killing people. Some just like to watch people squirm. Like, for instance, you will be able to imprison other players because, let's face it, if you die, you lose your account. I mean, I don't want to die. If somebody's going to put a gun to my face on a game that I paid $10 to play that I get one life in, I'm going to do unspeakable, horrible things to be able to keep my account. And that's exactly what you can do in this game. You can people that don't want to die and avoid losing access to the game. You can you can choose to put you can choose to put people like that in cages. You can, I don't know, can I say this on YouTube and Twitch, Crimson?
Depends.
Well, no, if you were wearing Depends, it wouldn't be an issue.
You can urinate on them.
Yeah, you can urinate on them. It's torture and humiliation at its
Yeah.
worst.
So I think this game, I think it's a nifty idea, but I think there could be some backlash from it.
I do too.
Also, I think an unseen problem that could arise is I won't kill you. I have trapped you in this cage. I won't kill you unless you pay X amount of dollars to my PayPal account.
Oh, goodness.
That could be a thing
That
when you
could
start
very well be a thing.
taking it beyond the virtual realm.
Right. Right.
Now, which I think this kind of gameplay we're going to see a lot more of it because we've seen a little bit of it and it's becoming a little bit more popular. This idea of a one life game. Now, what I would like to see personally is them to come out with a game. Say it opens November 1st. Everyone goes in, last man alive up to a certain point, say December 1st. Person that logged the most hours wins, and you do that as a yearly tournament. Every year it reopens and you start over, and the person that went, lasts longest gets a cash prize. I
I
think
like that.
at that point you've made a tournament, you've made a great game, you've made something you can build around. So
I would totally watch a tournament like that. I don't think I've got the skill to participate in something like that. I know I don't actually. Um, I would definitely watch that kind of a tournament though.
yeah, because it'd be high pace, fast. No, you couldn't anticipate anything. You could team up. It would be fun. It'd be crazy. I mean, I would at that point I would buy the game to do that, but I wouldn't buy the game for what it is now, where I go in and get killed and okay, I lost my account.
Right. Well, there is good news though. If you die within the first 2 hours of actual having the game launched and open, 2 hours of gameplay, as
Yeah,
in, Steam will stand by their refund policy, which states that if
nice.
you have less than 2 hours of that game running on your account, they will refund you. So if you die in the first 10 minutes and you haven't, spent an hour and 50 minutes in the settings menu and
Customizing a
stuff like that,
character.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can get your money back. So yay.
Yay.
I want to see that tournament type thing. We need to email some developers.
Yes, let's get on that.
Yeah.
If you're watching and you know how to make that happen, then we'll help.
Yes.
But you possibly make YouTube videos of this and possibly may or may not get paid for this.
Yeah.
So, YouTube Red was somewhere between. Was it launched? It was.
No, it's
It's
it's launching the
it's
26th.
launching. Yes, the 26th, and it's been huge news the past week. Everyone's talking about it. No one knows anything about it for the most part. We have really no idea how it's going to affect the little guys.
Right. The
So what it
little
is,
the little guys are us, by the way.
yeah, the little guys are us. So what in essence what it is people will be able to pay a $10 subscription fee or whatnot to be able to watch YouTube without any ads. You'll be able to download content and all kinds of things.
Yeah. That's the only upside that I've seen to this is being able to download content from YouTube and watch it offline. But now that I think of it, I'm never really anywhere that I'm offline.
Yeah. Which my thing is, if you download content, that's ad revenue that the content creator ends up losing out on because you're not going to rewatch it. I mean, you've downloaded, you can rewatch it many times as you want on your device. You know,
Right. So that's one less view. That's one less five
yeah.
second to wait skip. And that's, I agree. I see where you're coming from.
And YouTube is making this basically for the content creator. This is going to be mandatory. If you do not sign the contract, then all your videos will be set to private. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wrong when I said the 26th. It's the 28th.
It's the 28th. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can try it with a free 1 month subscription, which I'm definitely going to do before I go and say it's the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah.
I think we all should. But I can also see where it seems like the huge content creators are going to be better off than these smaller guys.
Yeah. The old rich gets richer, poor gets poorer kind of mentality actually comes into play a little bit. Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Which, a part of this is a lot of people have said that this is a way for YouTube and Google to take on Netflix and Spotify at the same time. Seeing how YouTube's going to have its own TV-like series on YouTube, and then, it's basically mirroring what Netflix and Spotify already have,
Right.
where, there's not going to be any ads and whatnot.
I was scrolling through this other article here that we've got as a reference for the YouTube Red story, and a YouTube spokesperson stated both creators and users have been asking for a YouTube subscription service, and that's why we built YouTube Red. Also, in my personal opinion, that is the worst name on the planet.
It is, but we'll, leave that for your own speculation.
The spokesperson also said, today the overwhelming majority of our partners, representing nearly 99% of the content watched on YouTube, have signed up. Videos
Because
of
it's
partners,
mandatory.
Yeah, because it's mandatory. Videos of partners who don't update will be made private. So, well, yeah, we got 99% of our partners behind this. Well, yeah, they still kind of want to get paid, even if it's going to be less.
Yeah. And possibly more, possibly less, we don't really know. Apparently, when Google had their parent company, Alphabet for transparency, apparently it completely missed YouTube.
Yes, YouTube stayed completely dark. We are in the dark with YouTube.
As always.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I think the ad revenue will be more for some people. I think it's going to be for the bigger people, and I think it's going to be significant, not significantly, slightly less for the smaller people, which we already make like nothing. So,
Next to nothing. We're doing YouTube as a hobby right now.
yes.
Basically, it costs me money a month to do YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I guess if you're gonna get a YouTube Red subscription, maybe you should, I don't know, watch it on an Asus laptop. No, that was
Maybe.
terrible. Maybe Asus, the computer company based out of Taiwan. Taipei, Taiwan? Is that where I said they were from earlier?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure I said it was Taipei, Taiwan. Yeah, Taipei, Taiwan. Uh, Asus has approached Microsoft asking them to build an officially licensed Microsoft HoloLens product. I don't think that's
Nice.
a bad thing, especially when we just covered that the dev kit for the HoloLens is going to cost $3,000.
Yeah.
And questions were raised as to, well, then what's the consumer product of the HoloLens going to cost? Because
Yeah.
$3,000 for a dev kit, that's steep.
Yeah. Which, it won't be obviously the consumer product won't nearly be that much, but
Right.
Asus does claim they can make all this
For
so much
cheap.
cheaper.
For so much cheaper. And I tend to believe them. My motherboard in my computer is an Asus. And I think it was $105. And the next comparable motherboard was a Gigabyte. And that was $205 when I built my computer. So I mean,
Yeah.
they know their tech, and they know the cost of things to produce. And if they can get the HoloLens out, if they can get the HoloLens out to consumers for around $550, that would be my guess price on it. I mean, it's an augmented reality headset. If they could get it out there for around $550, that's still that's still less than half the cost of a Google Glass.
I think it'll end up inevitably costing about as much as a brand new console.
A brand new still $550.
Yeah, about 550. I would presume.
Mm-hmm.
That's well, if they make it any pricier than that, people just aren't going to buy it.
Right, right. It'd be like, yeah, that's cool. I know somebody that's got one, but that guy's an idiot because he spent this much money, and I went out and bought two consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
But all this is an if.
it is an if. Microsoft hasn't responded yet, and there is some speculation that Asus approached and said, "Hey, can we do this?" Because Microsoft just released, their new PC, the Surface Pro tablet or the Surface Pro book, which is extremely expensive in my opinion, but I haven't even seen one to touch it yet. But at the pictures I've seen, it's smexy.
Yeah. So, all it's, everyone, every company is jumping into visual reality and augmented reality.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's just trying to team up, everyone's jumping in. I mean, just the fact that so many people, so many companies are so interested in teaming up, we're going to see huge breakthroughs and stuff coming out really soon, probably.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff coming out really soon.
Well, in a second. Um, which let's see, this is Microsoft. Microsoft is not Google, right?
Right.
That's opposite.
Correct.
Which what's interesting is Google has now they mentioned in the article Google is now exploring augmented reality, which they've with different stuff for themselves, but they've also somewhat teamed up with Nintendo in a way because of Niantic. So
Mm-hmm.
everyone's like I said, everyone's teaming up, and we're gonna see huge advances in technology very soon. And competition means cheaper stuff for us. So yay!
Yeah.
But things coming out really soon. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. So, Force Awakens smashed IMAX pre-sales records by about 6 times as much as, say, The Dark Knight Rises and other movies that had the top. It made $6.5 million in 24 hours.
My goodness. I didn't even know tickets went on sale. I was uh I was dead to the world and I didn't even know they went on sale, and I got onto Facebook and people are going, "I got my tickets." It's like, "For what?" I was like, "You can't have tickets yet." And they're like, "Well, they're sold out now. Good luck."
Yeah. So they do pre-sale tickets, and usually it's not really a big deal because a lot of people do want to see things day of first day, but for it to basically sell out nationwide in 24 hours is crazy. You could make a movie with $6.5 million.
Yeah, you really could. um, Everybody is reporting that the ticket sales. Fandango reported. Pardon me. Holy cow, my voice is going away. Fandango reported that this movie sold 8 times as many tickets as The Hunger Games: Catching Fire, which was, I think, the previous big ticket pre-sale winner, or the ticket pre-sale record holder.
Yeah, I think so. I think it was that or Dark Knight.
Mm. Oh yeah, it was Dark Knight. You're right, and Hunger Games was just behind that. So I mean,
Yeah.
8 times more than Catching Fire.
Ridiculous.
That is nuts.
Don't worry, you can probably go on eBay and pay $2,000 for a scalp ticket.
Or see it the next day.
Or well, I'm sure the several days is going to be sold out in theaters nationwide. If it's good day of, it'll be sold out for days.
Yeah, good point.
Well, let's put it this way: a movie that wasn't that big, American Sniper, when it came out, sold out for over a week.
Good point.
That was for emotional reasons, but a movie like this that we've been waiting. I mean, let me be honest. Star Wars is kind of before my time.
It,
The actual
it's
movies. It's
before my time too.
so this is a new reinvigorated audience, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see because even the old movies look amazing. I'm going to go see it. So I mean, this movie is shaping up to break all records across the board.
Hmm.
Which the highest grossing movie of all time is Avatar with I think it's 2.7 billion with Titanic being second with 2.2 billion worldwide. Uh, so
That's still pretty impressive numbers.
yes.
Hmm.
So very very excited to see this movie. Very excited to see how far it goes. Really,
Right.
I'm going to see it. What about you?
I might. I work on the weekends though, so
You're going to go see it
I'll
at some point.
I hopefully I'll go see it. I'll probably catch it on a. I'll probably catch it on a Wednesday or Thursday night.
I will probably too because I'm off Wednesdays and Mondays. So
Yeah, I might even catch it on a Thursday afternoon and go see the matinee.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. We covered all of our stuff pretty quickly this week, Grim.
Yep. So that's looks like that's about it for this week. That was a short week, but
Yeah. Ups and downs.
ups and downs. It
Gives
was
us. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you.
that's fine. It's kind of a slow week for news, but
It gives us more time to talk about how we're looking for another host.
yes. So we are currently looking for several new staff members for MTR. We're looking for new hosts. We're looking for uh, part-time hosts and whatnot. So if you're interested in all that kind of fun stuff, be sure to send us an email over at minustherumors@gmail.com.
That's right. That's
Uh,
the one under the bottom of the screen that says now hiring.
yeah. Um,
Also,
you can all
guys, if
go ahead.
if you're interested in hosting, but you don't want the full time commitment, maybe you could consider being a guest host.
Yes, we accept guests.
Hmm. Some restrictions apply. You need a webcam.
Now, to actually be a part of our staff, which you don't get paid for, you have to have a good mic, a good webcam, and 18 and older and to be actual staff. To be a guest, we don't really care.
Yeah.
Good mic. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Good mic. You don't even honestly, the webcam is optional as a guest host.
Yes. Yes.
You just need a microphone that, will broadcast your voice.
But send all that to minustherumors@gmail.com. Be sure to follow us on YouTube. Be sure to follow us on Twitter because that's where you get all the updated news real time. Also, next week, Halo 5 launches between here and the next recording. So be sure to check us out for next week. We're going to be covering all the things related to Halo 5, as well as it'll be Halloween. So more likely than not, we will be dressed up and come see how silly we look.
Yes. Silly faces.
Woo.
Woo.
All right. We love you guys, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.